Excuse me, Makoto. Please.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Last time, we finished showcasing the ultimate talent development plan and Monokama's test, into which the party board game side of things and the dungeon side of Danganronpa V3. We got through each of these. Our last character being Makoto. We did Shuichi, Kyoko, Ibuki, and Makoto. And I showcased a little bit of Monokama's test and whatnot. And basically, it's just kind of a dungeon type game, like a simple dungeon game put into a visual novel and whatnot, which is neat and whatnot. These two board games are neat, but they're done better in Danganronpa S, which we will get onto in the future and whatnot. But I have quite a few playthroughs to get ahead and whatnot, and Danganronpa S may not even be a full playthrough, but a side playthrough where I visit it occasionally and whatnot, or I just showcase it for a bit, you know. So yeah, within that, we now are going to be heading on into the final segment, and this would be the final chapter, basically, of what I would consider the final chapter of this playthrough as Salmon Team, bonus, and closing thoughts. So this is the final chapter, and this is the final segment. Now, the reason why I saved Salmon Team for last is because Salmon Team is the dating simulator version, or the school mode, island mode, um, segment of this game and whatnot. It's just a much more unique title. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, just gonna point out real quick, Salmon Team is very much different from the last two Danganronpas, and you will kind of see, and you'll see why once we get through the beginning. Shuichi, are you okay? Hey, Shuichi! Shuichi? That's me. Kaede is calling my name. Because we're going through, by the way, the Salmon Team mode and whatnot, yeah. Basically, Ultimate Talent Development is like a neat little tribute to the last two, the Danganronpa 1 and 2 casts and whatnot. So yeah, we won't be seeing them in this one, because this one is Danganronpa V3's Danish movie. If you want to see the other two, either check out my Danganronpa 1 or 2 playthroughs, or just play it on your own time of 1 and 2. But yeah, we have V3 here, which is the fun one. Ah, where am I? What am I doing here? I remember. I was on my way to school like always, when suddenly I was pushed into a car. Before I even figured out what was happening, I lost consciousness. That's right. This is the Ultimate Academy, and we are the 16 high school students with ultimate talents. This is kind of an interesting way to look at it. If instead of like at least playing through Kaede in the first chapter, you would play Shuichi all the way through, whatnot. But it wouldn't really change much, considering the outcome. And then the Mono Cubs. They ordered us to investigate the grounds. So yeah, this time you have Kaede to the left. That is instead of Shuichi appearing on the left. So yeah, different from the regular mode. Was that the bell? Kaede, look at the monitor. Now, what I do think would be a neat little idea and whatnot is that they like made a whole new like game mode, kind of like Kirby's Return to Dreamland, where they made a whole new game mode, which was basically Kirby but harder. But in this one, it's basically like you play as Kaede through all of it, but Shuichi isn't there and is replaced by someone else. Basically, that's kind of the thing. Or if there's like no ultimate detective and whatnot, like just Shuichi isn't there, because Shuichi is our main protagonist and is the detective of this game. So yeah, and Kai never did that thing. It'd be interesting. But I also do think it kind of be a little small waste because it is the entire game, but depending on how they worked on it, they would have to like work even longer. So yeah, and plus it's just kind of awkward. Kaede, look at the monitor.
Thanks for bearing with us.
You bastard!
Gabby Bass's raiding. Ah!
All right.
Everyone, make your way to the gym, please. The opening ceremony can finally begin. We finally finished our preparations. You do realize you just read your lines backwards, don't you? Gym? Opening ceremony? Kaede, what should we do? What should we do? Go, of course. Everyone else is probably doing the same thing.
Okay.
True, but I'm a little worried about this. Honestly, it was more than a little. Despite my trepidation, we headed toward the gym. When we arrived, an eerie sound greeted our ears. It reminded me of an engine sound from a giant robot anime. And right at that moment, let me make sure okay. Well, this is a thumbnail, potential and whatnot. Actually, yeah. Because I never used like any of this thumbnail and whatnot, we're gonna do it.
Stay back!
Everyone, behind Gonta! Oh, what the heck are these monsters? So, I never really paid attention to Tenko's voice actor, actually. But I can definitely recognize it. And it's probably one of the easier ones to actually recognize, but, Tenko's voice actor also voices Ibuki. Kinda interesting how both her characters died in Chapter 3. Oh, what the heck are these monsters? Whoa! So cool! Their eggs is a mobile bipedal platforms. They got lots of hometown pride too.
Bitch.
Oh, whatever they are, they better kill off the Hogos and save me for last!
So that means.
Run, Himiko!
Hiding out.
Why are you concerned about me all of a sudden?
By the way.
Didn't someone say they would kick all their asses?
Screw around!
What the hell? Nobody told me about these!
I'm sorry.
Alright, chill out. No need to panic. We're probably not in any danger. If they wanted to kill us, they'd have done it by now. As he spoke, Rentaro casually approached the monstrous machine.
Man.
So what do you want from us? You clearly want something. That's what the guns are for, right? While this definitely starts out similar, considering this is Danganronpa Salmon team mode and whatnot, and this is the Dane sim, it's definitely going to be hugely. The dialogue is definitely going to shift to an alternate timeline. Let me guess, you're going to force us to do something, and if we don't, we get hurt.
Hey.
Well, you have our attention. So what do you want?
And that's that.
Huh? Well, are you a wise guy? Yeah, sorry, listen up. Here's what you punk asses to do. Ah, Mars going 100 miles per hour. I'm gonna say it. You ready? Hell yeah, it's a.
Say killing game. Huh?
What? Oh damn! How dare you upstage me? Oh, wait a sec. What did you say?
Huh?
If I heard him correctly. No, that's not happening.
Huh?
My cute little cubs, I'm canceling this killing game. After Danganronpa V3 Chapter 6, all I can say is, fuck you, Shuichi.
Father.
Father, is that you?
Bakuma!
Babakuma! Daddy, where are you, Daddy?
Huh?
Daddy? Suddenly, a spotlight cut through the gym. This is also thumbnail potential, but I don't know how it's gonna be. I think the possibility is that I'm gonna fucking borrow a few thumbnails and whatnot from these scenes.
I am the god of this new world and the master of the Ultimate Academy!
This could work too, I guess. I don't know.
The one, the only, Monokuma! Nice to meet ya!
Another teddy bear appeared.
No.
Yes, but it has no ordinary teddy bear. I can see it. Despair and madness running around that cursed thing.
Hey, hey!
Whoa, first of all, I'm no teddy bear. I'm Monokuma. Hey, show some respect. I'm the headmaster of the Ultimate Academy for Gifted Juveniles. Headmaster?
This is...
It appears to be some sort of autonomous robot with a built-in AI, like me.
Dun dun dun!
Yeah, but
The exosouls are different, though. They're brainless buckets of bolts.
Right!
They're mindless killing machines that can only be controlled by us, the Monocups. Autonomous robots piloting weapons platforms. This is certainly turning into quite the story. Well, that may be, but what I'm worried about is this killing game you mentioned. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah?
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I decided to cancel the killing game. Thanks to fucking Shuichi.
Yeah?
I think the new arc here and the new lore behind this is that Monokuma breaks the fourth wall every time just to say that, just to fucking roast Shuichi for what he did, or just to shit on Shuichi for what he did to Danganronpa. I mean, like, there's Maki and Himiko and Kibo as well. They all have things, but I guess to be fair to the people who would consider it, Shuichi technically did put the most work into ending Danganronpa because he convinced the whole world, so I'm only going to be basically pointing out Shuichi. Did the stress of milking the series finally make you snap, father? Don't worry, Papa, come on, I'll help you relax. About making a monodev sandbag.
I see.
I don't like violence, of course. I don't really mind if it's cancelled.
hell you say?
Pops must be lying.
You stupid.
He must have a glitch. That's what's happen when you get to be his age. Nope, your father has never had a single glitch.
Oh!
Glit, glit, glit.
Oh!
Glit, glit, glit. Glit, glit, glitch in my life!
Huh? Huh?
You're like a kid covered in frosting who swears that he didn't touch that cake. Classic Pops. His pride is higher than the Eiffel Tower.
Quiet!
Anyway, I decided to cancel the killing game thanks to Shuichi. I've never glitched. I'm a professional, damn it!
Then
So, what are we supposed to do then? There's no way you just let us go after all this.
May I?
What is so amusing?
Yeah.
It's just, when I say it again, I kinda just phoned it in and now I feel awkward.
Now then.
There's only one thing I want you to do in this mode. In this mode, I just want you to have a fun time living at the Academy. Instead of Danganronpa 1 where you're building multiple Monokumas because Monokuma doesn't have a new thing to him, or Monokuma doesn't have any replacements and whatnot, so like if you destroyed one, then he would lose, then the mastermind couldn't really do anything about it. So Junko had to protect Monokuma. Danganronpa 2, Monokuma loses again to Monomi, and that's basically what was the intended outcome of what Danganronpa 2 was supposed to be. This one is different. Monokuma says, screw the killing game. It's nothing much. He's done this multiple times already. He just wants to change it out. And, yeah. This is Salmon mode, people.
huh?
What?
Mode?
Yeah?
Oh, don't worry about that. It's an inside joke. The question is, though, because we're in here and whatnot, we'll have to see how Samugi is about it. We don't know if that's Samugi's motive. Considering that while they both had similarities, they also had a lot of discrepancies or differences and whatnot. And, yeah. Kokichi being the different antagonist in the game, obviously, because he did some messed up stuff. It was really annoying to have him, and eventually Samugi got rid of him, and yeah, namely because he lived off of. And you know what sucks, honestly, is that I think about it a lot of the time, or I thought about it a lot of the time back then until I stopped, to which I didn't do much until I decided to record this again. Record this, not again, but record this and play it to my second playthrough. But, yeah, like Kokichi basically got lied to because he believed in too soon. Like he saw what the outside world was. Like he got the money on the dot within an audience is watching us or someone is watching us, but he he did not. I think like once he saw the outside world, he just said, "Just screw it. We're gonna stop this killing game and whatnot." A little too soon though. Like had he just maybe like thought about it more, maybe take some more steps, then yeah. I mean, it makes sense though because in his position, it's very understandable. Like you can't necessarily predict that it's a fake and whatnot and just live by that because it's so realistic looking and whatnot. So it's like it's very much understandable. So I don't blame him for what he did. I still blame him for what he did to Gonta. It doesn't matter if Gonta was probably gonna kill someone either way. It's just no. You don't need to be a part of it to make me know that you had a fucking finger in it. You could have stayed on my nice list, but you just didn't. So yeah. Him being like the utmost reason and being annoying in class 4 was just yeah. Kind of blew me a bit. Kind of like brought Kokichi down a few points, but he's still a great character nonetheless. So yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts. Kokichi got lied to in the end. He got hoisted by his own petard. All because of the mastermind. Anyway, as long as you guys have a fun life at the academy, that's alright by me. You're at the special age where it doesn't take much to get your hormones raging.
I don't get the point.
We'll have the ingredients for a reality dating show, you see? There's always one show like that on the air at any given time, you know? Like a bunch of guys and gals living under one roof, getting the hots for each other. The audience just eats it up, watching to see who's gonna end up with who. That's what I want for you guys. I want you to star in your own reality dating show. We're screwing around. Why do we gotta do that? Yep, that kind of stock reaction is to be expected. But if you looked around the academy, then you already know, don't you? The academy is surrounded by a huge wall. You can't escape to the outside world. And as long as we have the X-Exosols, you can't defy us. So do what you say if we don't want to die.
Why do we have to do such a thing?
Quit shouting! This is way more mild than what I originally had planned for you. Plus, I'm not saying you gotta live here forever.
Does that mean you'll let us out of here?
Weren't you listening? I said this is a reality dating show. And just like the show's promised, the couple who ends up together gets to graduate. But try to be quick about it, okay? Audiences get bored best days. So the things that do stay is there is an audience. There is probably a mastermind. And that's Samugi. That was kind of the case with Danganronpa 1. Junko was a mastermind, but unless of course Monokuma getting destroyed by Usami and whatnot, that does bring in a few questions whether or not Junko was actually masterminding. But considering the things, it probably would make a sense if Junko was still masterminding the school mode. But in the end, just said screw it, no killing game and whatnot. Or more so, had the plan for the killing game, but then Monokuma got destroyed, so what was she gonna do? She basically lost there. Because we didn't really build much of the replacements. And no one ends up to get out to 10 days, the show will be forced off the air.
May I?
What will happen when this show ends?
My.
Maybe that is when he'll make us do the killing game?
Kids these days always worrying about the future as if failure is a guarantee. Take chances, get messy, make mistakes, worry about failure when it happens.
Reality dating show, that sounds so exciting.
Baba Guma's on the balls of society's trends.
Getting
Pop's such a
interesting.
great capitalist. There's no idea he won't rip off to make a profit.
And another thing.
Oh, by the way, I know I said you guys just need to have a good time living here, but our Romantic Sparks won't fly if you guys just do whatever you want. The audience won't know who to watch if you're all 16 of you are just milling about. Hey, what the hell are you talking about? Telling us to fall in love or whatever? What do you want us to do? Calm down, I'm actually explaining. When you want to spend time with another student, or in other words, you want to go on a date, please exchange a date ticket. What's that? How do you go about obtaining one of these tickets? I never said these tickets are free, did I? Wanting something that gives a value. In other words, you guys shall cash for them. You guys have already seen a place on campus where you can earn cash, haven't you? Earn cash?
I know, it's funny, but he's talking about the skin casino.
Yup. I mentioned in chapter 5 that we were no longer seeing the casino in the main story, and that was true. We were no longer seeing it. But I did not say we were no longer seeing it in the rest of the playthrough, because this game milks the casino. So yeah. Oops.
Ah, man.
Uh-oh. Monophyny's gonna get punished by Pops.
Be quiet.
In democracy, everyone shares the blame. I feel so bad, it's all my fault! No, it's democracy's fault. Now then, I can't wait to see what kind of hot and heavy hijinks you get into. Indeed. So, yep. Shuichi being silent. I stood there, dumbfounded, with that maniacal laughing ringing in my ears. But yeah, look at it. It's the same people, but this time Kaede and Shuichi completely switch. Everything here is maniacal and twisted. A school surrounded by a giant wall, 16 imprisoned ultimates, these bizarre stuffed animals armed to the teeth, and on top of that, some kind of reality dating show. While we remember we respite, we became the cast of this twisted story. Quite interesting. My mind's still reeling. I struggled to desperately to understand what had happened. Yesterday wasn't a dream. It's real. It's all horribly real. There's no sense worrying about it. I should get my mind off of it. Just focus on what I can do. I made up my mind and about it and forced myself to get out of bed. Alright, how should I spend my day today? So, yep, you can go and hang about, but you can't go over there. And in order for the casino to open, we have to wait for nighttime. So yeah, we go to the casino at nighttime, and then we hang out with characters at daytime. So yeah, this is the consensus. This way, lovey-dovey bullcrap ain't doing nothing for me. I bet shoving Mom Name in a scalding hot bath will heat things up. I got 5 casino coins flung at me. Up, 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 down, down. Left, right, BA. He discreetly handed me 7 casino coins and left the way I came. So yeah, they'll hand you casino coins and whatnot, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's obviously not a lot. We have the school and whatnot, but we can't go in there. But we can check with Monokuma on what we have. So yeah. Huh? What do you want to know? I want to ask Monokuma about my affection level. Alright, let's take a look at your affection level, Shuichi. So obviously this is our affection level. We have the purple route, which we get for hanging out for taking people on dates. The blue ones for the free time events, and the yellow for the maximum completion. When you get maximum completion, you get an ending for that character. Same like always. This one's quite different. There is no building stuff and whatnot, and you have only 10 days, but I know how our way around what we can do to get that to increase and whatnot, so yeah. While I may not show off every character's free time events and only the ones I want to do with Shuichi, I decided I wanted to show at least each one of them within Kaede's playthrough, as they all have something unique and different. Compared to Shuichi, because all these are very much different comparing the two. Well, Kaede does only get 2, but yeah, each person kind of comes through. And so, we start our journey. So, within obviousness, the first objective is to finish up with Simugame. That is the first hand objective, is to talk to this girl. So, let me get my phone. Cause yeah, we're in the final segment, baby. And then after this, we are done recording for Danganronpa V3. Once we get, once we get through the bonus and the closing thoughts, so the closing thoughts will finish up the playthrough for good, and we move on to Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which is much shorter. Much shorter. So yeah. I have a lot of playthroughs in mind coming in, so I'm excited. So yeah. So once we get done with Samugi and we head to the casino, we'll basically be done with the video. And yeah, because I gotta show some of the casino stuff in this video. So Samugi, it is time to finish up. Actually, I know what to give her, so yeah. But it's time to finish up with Samugi.
Luigi,
Huh? What's up, Shuichi?
What would you like to do with Samugi? Spend time together.
like I thought.
Do you need me to sell something for you? Your clothes are frayed or need to be fixed, just let me know. Oh, but if that's the problem, you should probably just ask Kurumi. Cosplaying is just plain useless here.
So yeah, I wanna leave in some things and whatnot. I don't think they mention it in here compared to the last two, but in the last two, when you were doing a free time event with a character, if they went through a major change and whatnot, those free time events would basically be the same. So like, once you encounter a free time event, you would have something different, or you would have basically the same free time events you would have in the normal story and whatnot, or the main story. So be wary of that. It's gonna be the same here and whatnot. Like, say, Himiko, for example, she'll probably be like meh and all and whatnot, but later down in her free time events, she'll have a completely different shift and change and whatnot. So yeah, Smoogie's custom. That's the same with Maki. Smoogie and I get real a little closer today. Would you like to give Smoogie a present? Definitely. So yeah. 69%. I may try to go for these and whatnot, but yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, this is me. Thank you so much. Those are the only words I can say.
Hey Smoogie, why didn't you first start making cosplay?
What? That's what you jumped to?
So yeah. My thumbnails like how school modes and island mode are gonna be boring probably, so be wary on that. But yeah. Anyways. If you'd rather not say, you don't have to.
It's not that I don't want to say. It's just a little embarrassing.
I don't know if that's a blush or whatnot, but is that a pink blush? Smoothie blushed and brought her fist to her chin, thinking, it was a blush.
Where to start? From a young age, I loved clothes that were cool or cute. The anime was full of clothes like that, so every weekend I'd be glued to the TV. One day, I eventually learned of a thing called cosplay. As soon as I did, I went and secretly made my favorite character's outfit.
That's amazing! You made it from scratch?
No.
No, it was too hard to make it from scratch, so I modified an existing outfit. But even though I made it, I didn't have the courage to wear it to a con. But even so, I wanted someone to see it. Do you understand that feeling?
Okay.
I think I do. You worked really hard.
Right?
Even though just lumps of desire to need an acknowledgement. And so I dared to put it up on the internet.
What should we do?
This is thinking back on it now. Showing an outfit like that is so embarrassing.
Smoothie is screaming. I understand how she feels.
That fandom was full of nice people, so they didn't make fun of me. Actually, a certain cosplayer said it was good for my first time. That compliment was enough for me, but then they said they wanted to wear it and that we should go to a con together. To my surprise, they were a really famous cosplayer in that fandom.
Is that right? Well, did you go?
Of course, it was more fun than I even imagined. I couldn't believe it.
Smoothie's eyes are sparkling. It must have been a lot of fun.
Looking back, that cosplayer just wanted to drag others into the cosplay swamp. I was dragged in quite easily, but still, I'm thankful.
Now it's the start of your ultimate talent, right?
You're right.
Yeah, if I hadn't been invited to that con, I wouldn't be the person I am now. I'm still friends with that cosplayer. I want to make more outfits for them. Oh, what kind of tone have I been setting? I'm so embarrassed. I made you listen to that plain boring story.
Okay.
That's a good story. Only because the rare Smoogie blush sprite.
Yeah.
that you won't get in the main story. Obviously, you'll only get in her free time events.
Yeah, I don't really tell many people the story because it's embarrassing, of course, but also because it's important to me. But I thought it'd be okay if I told it to you, Shuichi.
Me?
Right?
Because you're interested in cosplay, right? It's my turn to drag someone in.
What?
That, and you didn't seem like you'd be making fun of people's memories.
Indeed, comparing Shuichi and Kaede, Sumugi probably liked Shuichi a lot more than Kaede. Sumugi told me a few more cosplay stories and returned to my room. Still have some time. What should I do? So yeah, like the other Danganronpas, I'm probably not going to show off every free time event and whatnot. I'm gonna we're finishing up with Samugi's. We got done with 3 last time, which is usually the good amount for the main story and whatnot. We are going to work on Kaito's next after Samugi, and then probably Himiko's. Yeah. I'll also showcase the date tickets and whatnot, and where to go for dating. But that's where I need to make the judgment calls on.
Huh? Did you come here to invite me somewhere? If you spend time with me, it's plain to see you'd be bored.
What would you like to do, Smoothie? Spend time with her.
Well, if you're okay with that, I don't have best. That'll be plain to see you're having fun.
So, depicting on the people I'm choosing and whatnot, I had a plenty fun time with Smoothie. Depending on the people I'm going to choose and whatnot, the people I'm going to showcase are going to be my more so fair characters, and the people that I'm going to leave behind are the characters that, you know, kind of whatever, you know? I do plan to get every character finished though, because there is an ending for getting every single person done. So yeah. I had a really fun time with Samugi. It's hard, but it's possible. But obviously we aren't going to be able to get that in the free time events or in here yet, because we need to finish everyone's free time events to get that ending. Or we need to start out with everyone's free time events finished and on a brand new playthrough. And yeah, then that's where I can grind the stuff and whatnot. Because there are 2 endings. There are basically multiple endings in this game and whatnot. There's the no date one, which I'm not gonna probably showcase really, because I don't feel like it. And plus, the no date endings are very anticlimactic. Or like not like how Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2 are. If you don't finish everyone's free time events, you don't get the character you basically max friendship and whatnot, which, you know, would eventually turn into a relationship or a dating relationship and whatnot. But yeah, you would have to complete all the free time events, and that's the same here to get the best ending. But it is not required to get your character ending, because if you just are here to get a character ending, you better thank this game, because this game is the easiest one to get a character ending. You don't have to max out everyone's free time events. You just have to max out a character's friendship level. The fin dates and the free time events. That's all you need to do. And once you get that done, you basically now just wait it out, talk with others, maybe, you know, learn about some art, and then when you get to the final day, you get to go to that specific character and you get to see their ending and whatnot. So yeah, pretty cool. And you can get multiple character endings at once. You know? It's pretty neat. They definitely made it a lot. V3 is definitely probably has the best one and whatnot, because there's just a lot. There's a lot to it. Danganronpa 1 and 2 though, I do actually like their system and whatnot, or I just like kind of like the feeling of the system. But yeah. Overall, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and you don't have to form strategies and whatnot to really get your characters finished and whatnot, and get the final project finished, you know, so that you can get the character data. Depending on how it goes, you know, though, maybe in the future, for like, if I decide to stream them and whatnot, I'll like stream maybe some school mode and whatnot, and island mode. Maybe this one. I won't stream playing the whole game again, because that's something, unless there's something, if a huge major shift in the channel happens, but we'll see for that. Anyways, so let's get some game present. yeah, this video will be kind of long. Just how like the first episode of the Ultimate Talent Development Plan was, and the first episode of going back to Hango Kaede was. I don't have any space eggs, but I have plenty of other things for Kaito.
What is this?
Hey, give this to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's nothing else I can say.
Could it be?
I was thinking, would you be interested in trying cosplay, Shuichi?
Right?
Seem to be enjoying hearing about cosplay, so I figured you might want to try it.
Well, I am interested.
Uh,
So I just want to say, I think I've mentioned this before, but Tsumugi is one of my favorite characters. I really do like her design. I really do like her passion. I think cosplaying is great. She's basically just a geek and whatnot, an evil geek at that. But her kind of introduction as a mastermind and how her role was at Trial 6 was just great and whatnot. And overall, she was definitely one of the more common ground characters until Chapter 6. We all thought, I think a lot of people thought she was either the mastermind early on, or they didn't actually. They didn't catch on. And instead, or before Chapter 6, they thought she was just a normal kind of person and whatnot. So yeah.
You could probably pull anything off. You might even be great at cosplay.
She's already sized me up?
Hey, if you were to cosplay, what would you want to be?
Gosh, this sprite though. I haven't agreed to anything yet.
What sort of character can you see yourself cosplaying as?
A girl?
Then
Maybe a girl?
what?
Right off the bat! Wow, you got guts, Shuichi!
I guess.
But I understand wanting to be a different than when you're dressing up.
Right.
Or different you when dressing up. So that means you want to try cosplay, right? Right!
Wait a minute, I'm still not sure.
You can make a pretty good Shizio. Well, except your voice anyway. Your eyes are a good match for Gino's. Oh, or Mikazuki might be good too.
She really is sizing me up.
But I think for you, Kanata the White would probably be the best.
Kanata White, from that show they used to play in the mornings?
What? You know about it, Shuichi?
Yeah, I really liked it.
What? Seriously? What a super coincidence.
A coincidence?
You wanna try?
Hey, Shuichi, I'll make you Kanata the outfit. So let's cosplay. Let's go to a con together.
Really?
The truth is, that first outfit I made was a cosplay of Kanata.
So that cosplayer that I wanted to wear was a boy?
No, she's a girl who's good at cosplaying as male characters. But aside from it, I didn't think our tastes would be this similar.
Whoa! Before I could react, Tsumugi grabbed my hand and swung it back and forth.
To think I'd meet someone I could talk with you, I'm really happy. This time I will be able to return to my roots. I'm super excited to make it.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, the Shuichi. That Shuichi sprite. When she realized we were holding hands, she blushed and went still. I love Tsumugi. She gets so excited about things and whatnot. Sure, evil mastermind, big, huge dick, does not care much about us, but yeah. But she didn't let go.
Sorry, I got too excited since I found someone like me. I'm just a cosplay.
Cosplay fangirl. But I'll do my best for you, Shuichi. So won't you join me? I want to teach you about the world of cosplay, Shuichi.
The sparkle in her eyes was back. Tsumugi's invited me into the world of cosplay, the world she loves so dearly. So I simply nodded.
Okay.
Okay, Tsumugi.
Shuichi.
Yay! Then once we get out of here, let's go to a con together. It's a promise.
Tsumugi swing my hand and back and forth, giggling. A promise that we'd make it out of here. Tsumugi and I will keep that promise. We have that bond now. But cosplay, huh? I suppose it doesn't hurt to try. It's great. I love cosplay. Even though Tsumugi's character, unfortunately, is the bane of our existence, so my reaction to figuring out and having to accuse her of being the mastermind, yeah, it's sad. It's sad for people like me who love Tsumugi, and probably also Tsumugi fan people. We love this chick, but man, if we weren't saddened for what she really was. We learned a new skill, 2D love. Obviously, I can take all these skills and whatnot to my advantage if I want to play through the game again. Tsumugi spent the next few hours fangirling about cosplay with me. We get her undergarments. Yeah. So now we go here, and we're with these guys and whatnot. But of course, we need to check some things. You leave, you can't play again. Would you like to leave the casino? What? Oh, okay. Well, in the case is a case, what I'm gonna do is, because I have plenty of mono coins and whatnot, we're just gonna go through a game. So, the things that I'm going to be grinding out are the love keys in this mode. The love keys and day tickets and another item are what we're going to be grinding out so that we can get some love suit. Oh, I'll run. Yeah, I'll try this one. And for any of the ones that I get when I'm grinding and whatnot that I didn't get here and whatnot, I will showcase them in the bonus. So yeah, let's get prepared. No. Oh, I'm definitely going down a few notches. A 1,000. That seems reasonable. So yeah, playing through Outlaw Run and whatnot, you know, and how I feel. Probably the easiest one, but I managed to get Salmon one done too. I don't know how it's gonna be when I try to get the treasure hunt monolith done again, but all I know is that one's Satan babies, so yeah. That was a close one, but we haven't gotten any of the mono dams. And unfortunately, it still doesn't help us from the fact that we're going in the one lane area where you're gonna one mono dam or mono kit as best as you want. Because skipping through this part is definitely the best. Of course, we head to this part, not. No. Oh, we missed out because I hit a car. Oh well, how much do we get out of that? Wow, that's disappointing. So now you can trade for items and whatnot, but we can't get this. But yeah, you obviously have these, and I can't put in the coins yet and whatnot. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. But anyways, let us go ahead and buy us some things. So these you're gonna want. And we're gonna want some date tickets. Student allowance of 100 coins for the casino. So with that, we're gonna end off this episode here, and then we're gonna continue on next time on Danganronpa Beat 3 Harmony for another episode where we're gonna hang out with Kaito now and whatnot. Or we're gonna showcase the day ticket, and then We're gonna hang out with Kaito afterwards. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by. This lovely day of Danganronpa in Harmony. We will continue on next time. Peace, people.